Hi there, welcome to the Traveling Mystic. This is Jess, and I wanted to say hola from Cuenca, Ecuador. And I've had just such a wonderful, amazing experiences here, especially diving into San Pedro. San Pedro is a sacred plant medicine that has been used for thousands of years by the Incas, by the Canaries, I think. I don't know all of the history about it, but what I do know is that it is a beautiful medicine that opens up the heart and helps us to feel deeply. And it is a beautiful, profound experience for me that I've had. I've done 7 ceremonies, I think, by now. One, two, three, four. Yeah, I've done 7 ceremonies of San Pedro in the last month that I've been here, and it's been such a beautiful experience. I've done them with different shamans, with different kind of types of ceremony, and what I love about San Pedro is that it's this gentle, deep dive, and so it's kind of like you're in like this warm pool, and you just kind of start in the shallow end and kind of inch your way slowly until you're in the deep end. And then you get to see the most amazing things. And I've seen everything from sacred geometry, so really incredible patterns that I've seen in the sky that it like kind of locks in place, and then I see these beautiful patterns in it, to seeing patterns on top of everything, on my face, on other people's faces, on the ground. I've seen that. It's so beautiful. I felt this really, really deep love, like that, just tears come to my eyes, and overlooking the view of the mountains, and thinking of Mother Earth and Pachamama, and how the mother of creation, how one of the lessons that I got was that she's not focused on getting it right. She's not focused on making sure it's perfect. She's just focused on loving and creating and giving birth. And I looked at that, and I thought to myself, like, there's so many thousands of different types of trees. There's not one perfect tree. There's hundreds of them, and thousands, so many of them, and they blend together, and they're so beautiful in this beautiful mosaic of what shows up in plants and animals and all of that. But that Mother Nature isn't concerned about that, and that she loves her creation. She loves what she's brought to this world, and it's like, how could you not love this? How could this not be worth living for or dying for? Because, it's just so beautiful. And feeling immense love, compassion, being able to see things from different perspectives. One of the things I kept repeating to myself was, show me the unseeable. And I would see the most incredible things that I had never seen with my eyes before, and being able to hear things, and reality shifting. And there was one point where I really thought I was in a dream. I thought that this life I've been in is a dream, and that I was going to wake up in a completely different reality. I was so sure of it. And I've done lots of healing work with ancestral lines, soul contracts, and myself, seeing things in different ways and perspectives, letting go of old beliefs. It's so beautiful, and it's so profound, and I'm so grateful that I found this. And it brings tears to my eyes, because I was absolutely guided to be here. I was absolutely guided to come to Ecuador, and I was absolutely guided to experience San Pedro. And San Pedro translates to Saint Peter, meaning the gatekeeper of heaven, but it used to be called Washuma. And then when the Spanish came and conquered this land, they changed Washuma to San Pedro. And then the people here, they would do San Pedro, they would take it. It was so magical, this beautiful connection to love, and to this earth, and to deeper things that are in us. It has helped me so much. And it comes from a cactus, that you can buy at Home Depot. And it's not to say go and do that. You definitely need training and understanding, and how to brew it properly, and prepare it, and hold space, and hold ceremony, and all that. There's a lot of, really important things in it. That's, a layman can't just go ahead and do, but it's really incredible, the experience. And I just have so much gratitude for Ecuador. I have so much gratitude for the people here. They're so lovely and kind. They've been so kind to me, and even though my Spanish is limited, it hasn't held me back at all. And the places I've been to, and I feel very cared for. I'm very cared for. I'm so grateful that I took that leap. I'm so grateful about everything. And here's the thing, you guys, it's so important to take leaps. It's so important to go beyond, to go further than you've ever been, because how will you know your edge unless you go all in? Unless you go all in, how will you ever know your edge? And I keep doing that, keep taking the leaps, and in so many different ways in my life, going outside my comfort zones. And life has just unfolded and has been so, so beautiful. I cannot emphasize enough how magical life can be when you decide to trust yourself and give yourself that opportunity and that chance to take really big risks and really big chances. And I know I'm just skimming the surface, and I feel like I've done so much already, and I know that there's so much more to come, not just with San Pedro, not just with coming to Ecuador, but leaving my industry that I was in for so long that I loved. I loved the people there, and yet I felt called to do more. And stepping into an industry I knew nothing about, going into a commission-only job, going and taking leaps and traveling every single week and living out of a suitcase and learning so many lessons, all these things that helped prepare me, that helped me get ready to be able to take even bigger leaps. And I just know that it's not to say that this is the path for everybody or anybody, but you know in your heart when there's something in you that's calling for you to do, that your soul is crying. And I felt like my soul was truly dying on the vine because I wasn't willing, because I was too scared. And then I took a leap, and then another leap, and then another leap, and things just came together, and it's just been so beautiful. And the people that show up, the people that are our guides, I am on my hero's journey. I am on it, and I've done it many times, and I know I'll do it many times more, but I love this hero's journey that I'm on right now because I feel so authentic, and I feel so genuine in what I'm pursuing and what I believe in, and developing my beliefs, letting go of old beliefs, connecting to really powerful, magical people who can guide me, but I'm still doing the work, and I'm still showing up, and I love that. I love that. I'm so proud of myself, and I honor that I've done this. And even if it doesn't make sense to a lot of people, or if it makes sense to nobody, it's so important to walk your path, because how can you inspire? How can you live an inspired life if you're living something that's just to pay the bills, and all these responsibilities? I'm very blessed. I know that I don't have people depending on me, and that I can go and live in another country. And I understand that. And I know that I've built the ability to do that. And I'm very grateful. But I promise you, do not let anything hold you back from something that you know would bring you joy, that would set your heart on fire. Don't let anything hold you back. Find the solution. And when you commit to that, when you're really, really honest with what you want, with who you want to be and what you want to do, when you're really, really honest with that, I promise you that things open up, and suddenly there's opportunities. You're meeting people you didn't know. You're hearing songs. You're paying attention. Signs are picking up. All of a sudden, more and more things are happening. They're happening faster and faster and faster, and you just keep staying in that flow, because you are totally aligned and you are coherent in your mind, in your thoughts, in your heart, in your soul. Everything is in alignment. Everything is congruent. And then the decisions that you're making, the choices that you're making, the things that you're saying, the behaviors that you're having, the attitudes that you're expressing, all those things are in alignment. And that makes you even more powerful. And that creates a law of attraction even more, and manifestation. I came to Ecuador to specifically work with a particular shaman. And through communication, I understood that he had moved several hours away. And so I let that go. And I was like, it's just not going to happen. There's no way I'm going to see him in this time that I'm in Ecuador. And then I decided I was going to stay in Ecuador for one more month. And so then I was walking down the street and I saw this really cute boutique hotel, and I walked inside and there was a group of women talking, and I overheard them, and they were American, and I was excited. So I, spoke to one of them, and she gave me some suggestions, and two of them, and they were giving me suggestions. And then a half hour later, I'm walking down another totally random street, half hour away, and I look across the street, and on the other side of the street, walking the same time, the same direction, and the same pace, was one of those two women that I had met. And this is in a city with thousands and thousands of people. And she beckoned me over and invited me into this local restaurant that she would go to all the time. And she introduced me to these expats, people from Canada and Venezuela. And all of a sudden, I had new people that I had gone from knowing just one really good girlfriend here to knowing a bunch of people that lived here. And one of them, was just asking me what I'm into, and I mentioned San Pedro, and he said that he knew somebody who might know somebody. And so anyways, this acquaintance that I met offered for me to come with him to a San Pedro ceremony about an hour and a half away in the mountains. And I said, okay, cool. And so I went, and I took the San Pedro drink, and I was sitting on a hammock swing and looking out over this beautiful, beautiful valley. And I started putting the pieces together. And so I go up to the shaman, the man performing the ceremony. He doesn't call himself a shaman, so I don't want to create that confusion, but he holds the ceremony. And I asked him if he knew this girlfriend of mine in Mexico that told me about him. And he said yes. This shaman, this man holding the ceremony, was the reason I had come to Ecuador. And I couldn't find him, and I had let that go. And somehow this windy road brought me to him. And I thought that was the coolest thing ever. Like, I am absolutely meant to be here. I was absolutely meant to meet this man. I was absolutely meant to have one of his San Pedro ceremonies that has turned into several. But by being open and by trusting and just following intuition and following my heart, it led to this really awesome experience. And I have so many of those stories. But it's so important that you trust yourself. It's so important that you listen to your heart and listen to your intuition. It's there. You can hear it in your mind. It's telling you these little thoughts. Oh, maybe I should do this. Oh, maybe I should do that. Or it's not even saying maybe. Actually, scratch that. It's not saying maybe. It's telling you exactly what to do. Call so-and-so. Reach out to blah, blah, blah. Go pack that extra suit, that extra outfit. Go bring perfume. Go pack that toothbrush. Whatever it is. Go make that list. Go handle that thing. Whatever it is, it's this intuition that's telling you all these things to do. And the more that you listen and honor it, the more magical life ends up being, because you're in that flow and you're following that intuition. You're staying in touch with it, and it's so, so juicy and amazing. It's when we doubt. It's when we say, oh, no, why would I do that? That doesn't make sense. That's exactly when it's your intuition. Is when you're like, this doesn't make sense to me. Why would I do this? That is your intuition telling you to do it. And you absolutely have to do it. You have to. I mean, you don't have to do anything, but try that. The next time you get some wild, crazy idea to go down this road, and maybe I should go and check out this movie, or, whatever it is. It's really amazing and mystical and magical, the little things that pop up along the way, and that intuition. And I love that so much, so much. And that's part of my thing. And this traveling mystic thing that I have, this YouTube channel that I've barely started yet, it's a part of it's been because what do I talk about? Do I talk about the travels I'm going on? Here I was thinking I would be traveling all around the world, and then I got to Ecuador, and I'm like, oh, it's pretty cool. I like it here. Maybe I'll stay here a little bit longer. Do I talk about San Pedro? Do I talk about my spiritual journey? Do I talk about how can I help? How can I serve? What is in the highest purpose? What is the highest love and the highest good for all? And how can I bring joy to others? And I received this really lovely message from a former colleague in my former industry that I was in for 12 years, and I'm going to read it to you. It was so sweet. He said, "Hey you, long time no talk. Just want to let you know the life you are living is inspiring, and I'm super happy for you as the joy you are experiencing comes through on your videos. I know in my heart, Fran, who was my mentor who passed, I loved him so much. I know in my heart, Fran would be as proud of you, if not prouder, than I am. You are missed in the industry and in Promo Kitchen, but you are living the life you are supposed to." And that meant the world to me. I'm so grateful for that, because it took so much to walk away. And to have honor and appreciation and gratitude and love, so much love for the people that were in that industry. It brings tears to my eyes because they're so special, such special people. And choosing a path that's unconventional and is different and isn't understood or accepted, all that stuff. It is definitely a different path for me, but I am so committed to living my full potential and to going all out, because this is all we've got, you guys. And I'm so grateful for the experiences I've had. I'm so grateful for the people I've met, and I'm so grateful for the magical power of this universe and the people that come along, and the tools and the healers and the guidance, and knowing that I'm still following my path and I'm doing the work. I've been doing it for a long time, but in a much quieter way. So this is my message for you, is that you can absolutely have the life that you desire. It's about being honest, being radically honest with yourself about what you want. It is about listening to your heart and really getting in touch with that. It is about listening to your intuition and following that intuition, especially when it doesn't make sense and seems really crazy. That's exactly when you should follow it. And those little nudges, man, just pay attention. There are so many signs. I can give you thousands of examples of signs that I've seen in my life just in the last few years. I'm paying attention. Paying attention, and there's so much magic there. And know that there are so many guides. There are angels all around you. There are so many guides that are just waiting. They can't help you unless you ask. They can't step in. That's part of free will for you. But if you reach out and you call upon angels and guides and saints or whatever it is you believe in, if you call on them, and you listen and you open up and you ask questions like, show me the unseeable, show me a different way, show me the truth, show me something that I can't see, show me these things, show me the truth, show me the potential, what I can be, and reflect and meditate and write and do those things that feel yummy and dance and move your body and all that stuff. This life is meant to be so special, and it is so special, and I've gotten that from being here and experiencing just a different way of life, and different kinds of people, and a simplicity in it. But this world is so beautiful. It's so beautiful, and you can find it by having an open heart and a big smile and breathing. I'm learning the importance of breathing. That'll be a whole episode, I'm sure. So anyways, I wanted to share that because I feel beautiful today. And I have these beautiful flowers. And I was told that tiger lilies are my guides right now. They're one of my guides, and they're strong and beautiful and scented, and they remind me of my mom. So sending you love and strength and encouragement and support and belief that you have every opportunity to have the most epic life that you can possibly imagine. Even better than you can imagine. If you set an intention and let go of having expectations, let go of how things need to look like, let go of how things should turn out and how they should be. Let go of that and trust in yourself and in God or whatever it is you believe in. Trust in your heart and trust in your intuition. I promise you that the life that you have available to you is incredibly, so much greater than you could dream, than you could write. It is absolutely possible for you. Just let go and trust. Thank you.